Have you ever realized that as the years pass, you start visiting friends less often? Maybe once you were someone who loved dropping by to see people, attending every get-together, and keeping your social calendar full. Yet gradually something changes. You begin to pause before going out, and those easy visits no longer feel as important as before. And the truth is, that's perfectly fine. In this video, we'll explore 6 honest reasons why I don't go visiting like I used to. These points aren't about turning antisocial or shutting anyone out. They're about how priorities shift, how relationships grow, and why deciding when and where to spend your time matters more than ever. If you felt the same but never found the words, stay with me. This will help explain it. Watch through to the end, because these reasons might change how you see yourself and your connections, helping you feel more sure about the choices you make. Let's begin. Number 1. Saving energy for meaningful connections. Growing older makes you notice that your energy isn't endless. Activities that once seemed easy, long drives across town, long talks, attending every party, now drain you faster. It isn't that you dislike people, but you must choose carefully how to use time and energy. You start asking who truly matters. In youth, social life is about keeping up and widening circles. With age, quality starts to matter more than quantity. Seeing everyone is no longer the goal. You prefer those who lift you up, bring comfort, and spark real joy. Visits that once felt necessary can feel like a drain when you could use that time for bonds that mean more. Think of how many times you pushed yourself to attend something out of duty, only to return home exhausted. You sit through dull conversations, spend hours with people who barely know you, and end the night wishing you had stayed home. At some point you realize your time is precious, and not everyone deserves a slice of it. Take Frank. He once felt guilty skipping invitations, worried friends would think he didn't care. But he learned the people who truly valued him never needed constant visits to stay close. He began putting energy into deeper relationships, and found that socializing turned into genuine pleasure instead of a chore. It's not isolation, it's wise choice. Real connections need appreciation and respect, not constant presence. Number 2. Steering clear of stress and drama. One of life's lessons is that not every interaction is worth your peace. You may once have tolerated gossip or small conflicts, but with time you realize guarding your calm matters more than holding every tie. You don't stop caring. You simply lose patience for drama. No need to argue over trivial things or relive old disputes. If visiting someone means family tension, passive remarks, or endless arguments, you ask, why put myself through this? Have you left a dinner feeling drained because everyone complained? Maybe you visited out of duty only to face negativity or criticism. Eventually you see that hours spent in stressful places are hours you never get back, and every moment is precious. Helen, for example, kept visiting certain relatives though each trip left her worn out. Tension, arguments, and a sense of being unappreciated filled every visit. Finally she stopped forcing herself and focused on people who made her feel loved and respected. Socializing became enjoyable again. Protecting your time and energy is your right. Avoiding stress isn't rudeness, it's wisdom. Those who care won't demand you endure negativity to keep a friendship alive. If you're finding these thoughts helpful, type number 2 in the comments. And if you haven't subscribed, consider hitting the bell so you won't miss new videos. Your support keeps us creating content to inspire you. Number 3. Loving the comfort of familiar spaces. Home carries a special peace. Over the years you shape it to your needs. A place to relax, think, and truly be yourself. As you age, that comfort grows more precious. Getting dressed, driving, making small talk, and sitting in someone else's house may not appeal as much. This isn't about avoiding people. It's about valuing the calm of your own surroundings. When younger, you may chase social events and new experiences. Later you see that being out isn't always better than staying in. There's joy in waking in your own bed, sipping coffee from your favorite mug, and knowing the day will unfold your way. No pressure to entertain or adjust to another schedule. Visiting can mean dealing with spaces that feel noisy or uncomfortable, chairs that hurt, rooms too chaotic, atmospheres that never quite feel welcoming. Comfort starts to outweigh expectations. Bill once felt guilty turning down invitations, but every visit left him counting the minutes until he could leave. The noise and unfamiliar environment wore him out. Eventually, he invited people to his place instead, on his own terms, and socializing became something to enjoy rather than dread. Home feels right because it's built for you. Choosing to stay there isn't isolation. It's embracing the comfort you created. Number 4. Choosing quality over quantity. In youth, social life often feels like a numbers game. More friends, more plans, more connection. Later you discover that fulfillment comes from the depth of relationships, not their count. Instead of visiting just to stay busy, many older adults nurture fewer, but more meaningful bonds. You no longer need shallow friendships or to impress anyone. Important people don't need constant check-ins to remain close. Friendship isn't about how often you meet. It's about how you show up when it matters. Think of the many casual acquaintances you've had out of habit or convenience. How many added real value? It makes sense that with time you stop maintaining so many ties. Nancy once thought she had to keep up with everyone, calling and visiting so she wouldn't be forgotten. Over time she saw that those who truly cared didn't need endless reminders. She focused on effortless relationships where weeks or months apart didn't weaken the bond. Her social life became about real connection, not duty. Quality over quantity isn't cutting people off. It's lifting up the friendships that truly enrich you. If you agree, comment number 4, and consider subscribing for more thoughtful videos. Number 5. A shift in priorities and personal reflection. Growing older changes how you see life. Things that once felt vital, being seen, staying active socially, fade in importance. Instead you focus on what truly brings peace and happiness. Time is limited, so you choose what fills it with meaning. For many, visiting just to visit no longer feels needed. Instead, self-care, personal growth, and enjoying the present take center stage. Some find joy in reading, new hobbies, or quiet reflection. Think of how often you once said yes out of habit, meeting social expectations, always on the move. Now you can decide differently, spending time alone, with loved ones, or simply embracing the quiet of aging. Robert lived as a social butterfly for years, but later found more peace in solitude. Taking walks, reading long-delayed books, reflecting on what truly mattered. He learned that being alone doesn't mean lonely. It means owning your time. This shift isn't about pushing people away. It's honoring yourself and choosing what feels right and meaningful. Number 6. Knowing real friendships need no constant visits. With age comes the understanding that great friendships don't rely on frequent meetups. In youth, you might think relationships need constant calls and visits. Later you realize true connections survive distance and time. Life naturally moves people apart. Families grow, routines change, but strong bonds are built on respect and understanding, not endless maintenance. You can go weeks, months, even years without seeing close friends and pick up as if no time has passed. Consider your own friendships. Some people you seldom see, yet nothing changes when you reconnect. Others you visited often, but never felt truly fulfilled by the bond. Eleanor once feared friendships would fade if she didn't visit often. Instead, those who truly cared never guilt her. They understood life changes and valued the connection without constant presence. This is why many older adults let go of the pressure to visit out of duty. True friends don't demand your constant presence. They offer comfort and a bond that stays strong through time. If someone makes you feel guilty for not visiting enough, ask yourself if that friendship is worth keeping. Comment number 6 if this resonates, and subscribe for more insights. Final thoughts. As we close, reflect on these 6 reasons why visiting less isn't something to regret. Life evolves, priorities shift, and social habits change. Whether it's saving energy for meaningful moments, avoiding stress, cherishing home comfort, valuing quality relationships, honoring new priorities, or recognizing that real friendships don't require constant visits, all are valid reasons to spend your time wisely. One of aging's greatest freedoms is living on your own terms. You no longer need to maintain appearances or visit people because it's expected. You choose what brings joy and peace. That's not antisocial, it's intentional living. Your worth isn't measured by how often you visit, but by how you nurture relationships in your own way. The people who matter will understand that love goes beyond physical presence. Focus on the connections that uplift you, and you'll find the relationships that truly make life meaningful. Thank you for watching. Share in the comments one insight you gained and how you'll use it. Your thoughts inspire us. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating helpful content. See you in the next video.